Hello everyone, this is Jake and Brittany with Family Build Time, and our kids are not here right now for this particular video, but throughout this video you're going to see them running around and bouncing everywhere. But in this
Can't talk.
no, in this particular video we're going to go through step by step on how to put the Arrow storage shed, or if you go to arrowsheds.com. And when you see the different ones, this particular one is the 10 by 12 unit. And no, we are not sponsored. The purpose behind this channel is to try to help people who want to try to do stuff themselves to save them a little money. Try to help them figure out how to do things. And you'll see as we explain stuff throughout the video, you want to make sure that you follow your book step by step.
Have at least two people.
Have at least two people. And I am going to say this, if you have no experience putting stuff together, and I'm not talking about the IKEA ABC television stand or the dresser from Walmart where you put the little pieces together. No, this is a little more complex than that. If you don't have any experience putting stuff together that can be complicated, this will make you pull your hair out. There is a lot of trouble lining up the bolts. You want to make sure everything is level and square to the best of your ability, which we did, and still had a lot of trouble lining up screws and different panels and bolts. That's just what it is with this particular building. So be prepared. Make sure that your help has a somewhat of a grasp on how to do stuff also, because like I said, you'll see throughout the video putting it together, there's a lot of different times where we're just fighting to try to get everything lined up, put together the best that we could. And another thing also is, if you go with the concrete pad like we did, the concrete actually needs to be bigger than 10 foot by 12 foot. We made it work, but we didn't buy the building until after we poured the pad. And when you pour your concrete pad, I am looking for it now.
I think it's in the back.
Oh, it probably is. No,
constructing a base.
Yeah, constructing a base. Okay. Whether you build the wooden platform or the slab, they want it to extend 9/16 of an inch beyond the floor frame on all four sides. If you're using wood, they want you to bevel it with roofing cement. If you're using the concrete, when you pour it, you're supposed to bevel that 9/16 away for good water drainage. Obviously I didn't do that, so we will go through and silicone it. Like I said, we didn't buy this building until after we poured the pad. We poured a 10 foot by 12 foot pad, squared it, leveled it. So that's one thing we got to deal with, but it's no big deal.
But your actual finish.
Your actual finished size should be 121 inches wide, 143 inches and a quarter long. That is the inside measurement on your forms. That's not counting your forms, remember that. The inside measurement on your forms would be 121 inches wide, 143 and a quarter inches long. We hope that you enjoy this video. We've done our best to try to get every step that we could in the video. And
on a side note, if you need to do it with just you and your help, no distractions from children.
Yes, you'll see throughout the video we've got our kids. And that's another thing about our channel. It's all of us as a family working together. That can get frustrating, having children around when you're trying to do something like this. I mean, you know, kids are kids. They're going to want to play.
They're going to want to help.
They're going to want to help. I mean, you know, our kids are really good workers compared to a lot of what you see nowadays. They really do want to help. And sometimes when you're trying to figure stuff out, that can get frustrating. And if you don't have a high tolerance for stressful situations
And distractions.
and distractions, well, just if you don't have a high tolerance for stressful situations, putting this building together is not for you.
No.
I mean, it's not.
No, it's not.
It is a very stressful, and apparently our neighbor's telling us it's time to quit. Everybody have a good one. Enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out some of our other videos as we go through building our house. The storage building was simply for dry storage for our materials.
So
We're started on the floor frames, but I want to show this here real quick. As you look, you'll see it's got it labeled 19, 22, 27, so on. But when you actually look at right here, when you actually look at your part,
spin the camera around here.
NP1012. So what you have to do is you have to actually go over to your parts list and find 10392, which then is labeled as item number or key number 27 on the
Which then lines up with your paper.
Yep.
So you've got a key number which tells you on your instructions where it goes, and then you have your parts number which lines up with those key numbers to where the parts numbers are on the material.
Your two bolts on your lower part of your frame. It's probably going to be hard to see. Let me lay this back this way. Shine right here. You look at the lower flange where this bolt actually comes up from the bottom. This one here, the bolt head is actually on the top. If you do that, your flat the dome-shaped head on the bolt fits down tight against your concrete, wooden floor, whichever one you use. And then this one here has to go in that way, so that way the flat head is here, because your wall panels fit right here. It'll say the overlap length. It'll tell you how much that your two pieces actually overlap. But it also says for your finished length for just this back wall piece is 119 inches and 119 3/8 inches. And this is your furthest out point of your flange. That's where you measure from. These are not tight. Tighten them up. Because the way they got the holes made, they will move very little. So we need to actually check the length on it
Before we tighten.
Down. We got to put 8 in this one, in the rear wall channel. But in the rear wall angles, we just put bolt is actually coming this way where the flat head smooth back here, and the nut and the bolt's actually on the end, sticking through them. And the bolts doesn't line up just exactly right, so you kind of have to tweak them. For your sidewall channels, it's basically the same thing that we done with the rear wall. You'll slide the part number 10390s. Slide two of them together, and I'll show you that real quick again. Like so. So your all 8 holes line up, and then you'll put 8 screws in it. And I'll go ahead and show you, and you'll be doing this twice for sidewalls, one for each side, and also on your sidewall angles.
It's going to be the same steps as what it was for the rear walls. Leave you with 2 bolts.
Well, see, what I was looking at, see, is on the rear wall panels, you had to line up 5 bolt holes on the rear wall angles. On this one, you don't. You line just 2.
Just 2?
That's what it looks like. Like that. But you still just put, but you still only do 1 bolt and nut.
Right.
But you also want to make sure and check that finished length.
Yes. On all your pieces before you continue on.
Now this one is actually saying to bring the flat head to the inside for some reason. And of course, tighten that down.
Did you take one down?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you will repeat that step twice. I mean, you're going to do it for, you got to build 2 sidewalls and 2 sidewall channels and 2 side angles. So obviously you got 2 sidewalls.
You only have one, that's a problem.
If you only have one, you are probably missing parts.